Awesome, guys. We are live on this training module, and I really welcome you all, whoever has clicked on the link. And it shows that you are really interested in cybersecurity and going or traveling an extra mile to get the right knowledge. So, let's get started. In this whole training module, I will be showing like what my methodology looks like and how I hunt for the bugs and how you can do the same, right? So, because the problem in this space is nobody actually will reveal the type of bugs that they will send you. Okay, so even before to start with that, I will just tell you a brief about myself, right? Like who I am, what I do, and why I created this mentorship program. Okay, so basically, I am a software developer at PayPal. Okay, so like any other company, I have my own designation, but my whole work revolves around security and stuff. Okay, and on top of it I have like multiple income streams which I have maintained, and definitely I provide like services like security services and all for the companies as well. Okay, and how I'm able to do all this, because I started my journey as a bug bounty hunter. Okay, I don't even want to get known as a bug bounty coach or something like that, but I started my thing with bug bounty because that is the real thing which gave me like the exact skill set that is required to in the market. Okay, and with that particular skill I'm like in this particular position, in like I'm having a decent job and a good, what you can say, like company which I can like really proud of, you know. And that whole thing like just is an outcome of my skill set around bug bounty. Definitely it paid me like a very good amount of money as well, but that is the thing. Okay, so I will tell you like how my journey looked like and what you can expect out of this whole mentorship program. Okay, so when I started, right, I was like same as you know, like I was literally doing the same thing that you are doing. Okay, so this is a little about my hacking background, right? Because I started my like bug bounty journey on HackerOne. So this is how it looked like. Okay, so I gained some good reputation points. I have some had HackerOne cap, and also like after some time they gave me a hoodie as well. But that is something that came as an outcome of my skill set, you know. And on top of it I was like doing this from years, you know. It's not like the day one I got all this, no. But now I also have like these many of invites which will come in daily, you know. When I say daily, you can expect these kind of invites daily, where private companies will enrich you or reach out to you saying that okay, hack us via HackerOne portal. So that is a different story altogether. It took me somewhere around like 7 years to literally reach this point, because bug bounty is something that I do for learning. Okay, this is not something I do for like my not my primary income, but definitely you can earn a lot of money in bug bounty. Okay, so even if you can see, right, I have shared this screenshot and all, like how I make money, and I was in position where I can literally make some decent amount of money and buy a car for myself, you know. And like this car will cost you somewhere around like 20 to 25k dollars in INR, and it is good, you know. And that is how I utilize my some of the bug bounty money, and I bought my decent house and XYZ. But I want to show you like if I can do it, you can also do it, right? It's not a rocket science thing, but the thing is you should be having a right track so that you can know it, you know. And if you see this screenshot are some of the like small paying bugs or big paying bugs which paid me, and then how I collected money, right? And then also I provide services for some clients which literally offered me like 2000 to $4000 in a month or so, you know. So that is how you grow in this space. But even to grow you need to have a right skill set. Okay, so specifically I will show you how you can be a good bug bounty hunter and how much can you make, you know. Like because I make somewhere around like $3000, right, when I started in bug bounty. But that is fine for me, you know. For living a decent life in India, $3000 is like more than enough, right? And now I literally invest like 30 minutes or 40 minutes each day, and that is just for my learning, you know. And this is not a limit, guys. This is not a limit. Like once you go to the bug bounty, sky is the limit. You can literally achieve like 100k, 200k, whatever you want, you know. So that is the thing. And my goal is to like teach you how you can literally get started in bug bounty from zero knowledge, If you are not even having a single background of security domain, how you can build that skill set to get bounties in bug bounty. Okay, and I will teach you like how you can design your own methodology and be a good bug bounty hunter. Okay, and not only that, I will like show you my proven track, like how I do it, what my methodology looks like, and how you can do it. Okay, so even if you don't have any computer or you don't know anything about computer, it's all fine, because this is the power of a mentorship program. It's not a course that you will just watch it and go away. No, this is a mentorship program where you will learn all this, you know and my goal is to literally have a good skill set and deliver a good skill set out there that can literally make you a good money in life. Okay, so if you just stay like till the end of this video itself, I will be disclosing my exact same bug which have literally paid me like thousands of dollars, and it's like so simple, like it take hardly like 10 minutes to find that bug. Okay, so I'm not saying like if you just watch this whole thing or join this mentorship program you will be landing a decent job in PayPal like me or something like that, or you will be a rich in a day or so. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just telling like if I can do it, you can also do it, and this is the proven way which you have to follow to be a good bug bounty hunter. Okay, so who this is for? Okay, so this is for all those peoples who have like 9 to 5 jobs, right? Who want to like work for others but don't want to like they are working for others, guys. Like that is the thing, you are working for others but you are not investing on yourself. If you don't have a skill set which can have a passive income, it won't survive. You won't survive that way, you know and like people are so happily accepting it, like they don't want to put anything on their skill set, right? So employees that are slaves in their jobs, right, who are working for their bosses, and they want to make some money, this is for those guys. Okay, and there are like a lot of bug bounty hunters, pen testers, and students who even don't know anything about bug bounty and they want to get started. Okay, and on top of it, this is more of a skill set development. If you look just for bounty, you won't get it. Okay, you won't even get it a single bounty. Okay, but if you look for a skill set that can definitely enhance your skills, and then you can earn bounty. And this whole mentorship program is for those. Okay, those who want to literally earn something in life, right? Those who literally want to make some good amount of money in life and change the way they are currently living. Okay, so working hard is not an objective. Like working hard will never like put you in any other position. If you just work hard without any direction, it will not help you. Okay, but it is for those who literally like have an interest in cybersecurity, and that's it. That is what I want, and I can literally train anyone to be on this position as I am today. Okay, so it is for those, like, because there are like tons of bug bounty hunters and all, like even they don't know what they are doing. Okay, and on top of it, when it comes to an organization level, right, you are building some skill set which should be required by a company. If we are just hacking wi-fi, lan, blah blah things, it is not needed. So it is for those like who are like 9 to 5 employees, or who want to get started in bug bounty. And there are students who want to get more. Like there are some students who have already started but not seeing any results, right? They are already might be like they are already like putting ton of effort but they are not getting the bounty. So it is for all those who want to put effort and do something good in cybersec journey and want to earn more money in cybersecurity. Okay, so it is for all those guys. Okay, so because you are not here on this earth to do that thing, right? If you do 9 to 5 jobs that you will be doing, and what is the objective here, right? You are making someone else rich, as simple as that, right? So that is the thing, guys. Like if you are stuck in a rat race and you want to make some extra money which can give you some more happiness, like it can at least solve some of your problems. So this mentorship is for those. Okay, and like spending like 5 to 5 like spending around 5 to 6 years in training others, I have seen like people are so confused like in this cybersec space that they don't even know what they are doing. Okay, so first thing that they have to align their strategies. Then they have to find the bugs, right? it won't work in a day or so. It doesn't work that way, right? Because even some of them are like just hacking Wi-Fi, hacking Android devices, hacking cameras and all, and companies don't need it, right? And on top of it, if you try everything, when it comes to cybersecurity, if you try everything, it won't work, right? And something which is not working for you in a week or so, it will never work, right? So that is the thing, guys. And I just wanted to like continue on the other slide, which is like what are the ground rules for this thing. Okay, so there are certain ground rules, right? This is not for the people who don't want to put any effort. Okay, so as simple as that. If you are just watching this and don't want to put any effort in your whole life, and then you are just happily there and expecting the fact like where you are is happy, fine, all good, don't worry, don't watch the webinar. As simple as that, right? Because efforts are required at the end. And those who think like this is something like a rich get rich quick thing, it's not that. Okay, it's not that BS thing, because that doesn't happen in any of this like whole universe, and if you are saying something like we do not want any misleading methods, right? And that is the thing. If you are like getting misled in your cybersec journey or something like that, and you're not seeing any result, it is for those. Okay, and neither of my results, like whatever I am showing or my clients or whatever I teach, is like foolproof, so if you want to follow that proven method, it is for those. Okay, so the thing is, what exactly a bug bounty? Okay, so those guys like who don't even know what bug bounty is, like there are like millions of company, guys, like there are like millions of company. Okay, so most of the time, like I have like most of the time my inbox is filled with questions like I'm not finding bugs on HackerOne, I'm not finding bugs on Bugcrowd and all. You will never find it because you never know what is a bug, right? And then comes the word bounty. You have to understand a bug first, then you have to look for it, you have to have a proven method which is working for someone, and then you can find it, right? I didn't develop my whole methodology in a day or so. It took me somewhere around 6 to 7 years to particularly build it, right? And then I knew the bug now, like which will definitely pay me, and it is like a cakewalk for me, right? But that is the good part for you guys. It won't be that way, right? Because I will be cutting that particular gap, which is like not working thing all together, so that you can directly jump onto the working thing, and from there you will scale, right? So how crazy is that? So that is how you build your skill set, right? And that is the power of any mentorship. Like you don't do things which is not working, as simple as that, right? And if you have a one bug, right? And see the power, guys, see the power here. Like don't worry about like HackerOne or something like that, right? If you have a one bug, then you can simply report it in all the companies out there, so you can be saying like thousands of company on any of the like program, but there are like millions of company out there which nobody is reaching out, and if you have that skill set to find the right bugs which are valuable to the company, then it's all said, guys. You don't even have to worry about chasing money. Money will automatically come if you have a right skill set, and if you find the right bugs which will pay you. Okay, so as simple as that. And on top of it, if you think that way, right, you will never find someone sharing your bugs, right? You will never find someone who will share your bugs, because that is what they are living on, right? They are making money on top of it, and why they will share you, right? As simple as that. But if you think in a different way, right, there are like million companies, and you can simply reach out to them, and then you can provide your service or whatever bug you find them, they will definitely appreciate it, right? No one will say, okay, no, we don't need this bug which is impacting our company. No. And that is what I do, right? And that is why I'm in a position where I can at least share whatever things and learnings that I have in bug bounty to you guys, so that you can scale from there. Okay, so that is how the thing work. And you don't have to worry about like just one program or something like that. There are like millions of company that you can simply target, and you can get money. Okay, and the thing is, what I am doing is I am just cutting that gap, right? So that you can at least earn something. You can at least earn like a decent amount, like say $1,000 or $3,000 in bug bounty, and then there you can scale from, you know. And we have like, I have trained like ton of cybersec student and all. So the problem is they don't even know where to start, right? And once they start, they don't even know what is a proven method. Okay, so here you are saying like, if you are having any questions or anything like that, this is my Instagram ID and this is my LinkedIn profile, so you can directly reach out to me anytime. Okay, so I will tell you like a little about my journey, right? How my journey looked like. Okay, so when I started, right, I also started the same position where you are in, guys. Okay, I started the same way that you are doing, because I am the same person 6 years down the line. Okay, I was the same person as you, just watching some random videos on the internet and thinking that will help, right? But that is not the thing in bug bounty or in cybersec space, you know. Because the problem is nobody is willing to share the right knowledge, and nobody is like willing to learn those skill set which are required by a company, right? So if you just learn Wi-Fi hacking, or maybe Android hacking, website hacking, or turning down the LAN, or like doing some mischievous activity and hacking Facebook and something like that, it doesn't work that way, you know. And in bug bounty, what my journey looked like was, I do started with all those like things, but in bug bounty, it took me somewhere around like first 8 months to literally found a valid bug. Okay, first 8 months to literally find a valid bug which will pay me. Why? Because I didn't know what is a bug, you know. Like, I was doing all type of shit you can even imagine, you know. You name it, I was doing it, right? Because I told you, right, I was just like you guys, right? And what we usually do is, we go on YouTube, we go for some search, like we go for some courses out there, right? We try to see if there are like some courses or interviews that we can get out of it, right? So I told you guys, right, I'm just like you, doing things 6 years down the line, right? And that is not required, because that is not helping. Okay, because that is the harsh track, you know, like harsh track to make money. Like, you won't even want to like travel that part, you know. I started just as you, watching YouTube, Udemy, and downloading some cracked course and activity, like tons of things I was doing. And I was there, you name it, I was doing it. You name it, anything, you know. Because the thing is, in the market, you will see everyone will show you this thing, right? Like, what they will show you is, they will tell you about information gathering, you know. They will tell you about recon, you know. They will tell you about find subdomains, and then they will tell you about find some open ports. Okay, let me just go on to the next slide, where I will like, it will be more clear for you. Okay, so this is something that is shown to you. Okay, right, information gathering, recon, find subdomains, and then do a port scan, and then pull some out some more subdomains, and then run some automated tools and xyz and blah blah, you know. So guys, like, I have done this all, and it is of zero value. Okay, I have done this all. You name it, I was doing it. Aquanetics, I have it. Bubsuit, I have Dr. Farfar. Zap, I have like tons of crack. You know, in Kali Linux you will find tons of tools which are out there, right? And why I was doing this? Because my brain was taught that way, right? I watched those videos which are out there, right? Those guys, I even, I was not in thinking in that way, right? Once you follow a mentor, you have to see whether your mentor is like a proven mentor, you know. I was doing some random courses, I was doing some random shit which everyone is saying to do. And if it would have been that easy, it would have worked in a month or in a first day itself, right? But it is not that way, because these guys who I was following, they don't even have some credibility, you know. Like, no one was there on an organization level, no one was there with some like proven bug bounty skills, you know. They are just training something which I have to go for, because I don't had any other option, right? So that is the thing, I ran tons of tools, scanners, port scan, open port, blah 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 blah, everything, you know. And most of the time they will say it is out of scope, as simple as that, you know. And once you travel that path, Like once you travel that path, like what is not working for you, it will make your life so easy that you can't even imagine. Because now I don't look for this thing, because this is just a simple waste of time and automation, right? So what do you think? Like being in $1 million company, companies don't have these tools, right? Imagine that way, guys. Like for companies this will hardly cost like $500 to run this tool, you know as simple as that. And just if it would have been that easy, like if I run a tool and I will get a bounty, then it is of like everyone would have done it, right? But companies have all these things like internally 24/7, and then we are like having that mindset, okay, I will run some automation and some abracadabra thing will happen and I will get money. That is not how things happen, okay? And that is not what bug bounty is. That is not even close to cybersecurity, okay? So those guys or whatever things that is misleading you is the actual thing which after which you will see the actual output, and why I'm saying so I will tell you, because it wasted my like ton of time in doing all this, okay? So in the next slide I will actually show you why I'm saying all this and why it wasted my time, you know because the thing is, you have to understand, like time is money, you know if you are spending like somewhere around 8 months to just be on track, and then you have spent the 8 month, guys, like forget 8 months. 8 months was for me. If you just do it on your own in wild, it might take you years and 3 years to be like just get started in cybersecurity, because even if you don't have like right knowledge, you will be doing things which is not required for an organization, right? So let's talk about this, like let's say information gathering, right? So you can spend 2 hours to 5 days gathering all those information, because that is what is taught to you. You will be searching for some random websites, and then you will be learning some more tools and then something more, and you can simply just spend 2 hours daily, and which will take you 5 days to at least complete that information gathering phase, right? And then you will doing recon. I don't know what you are looking for recon. You are doing all this because it on your screen you feel like you are doing something, right? But in the back of your heart, if you ask yourself like what you are looking, right? You are putting all these efforts, but what you are looking, you even don't know what you are looking for, right? So that is the thing, like what you are getting with port scan, right? Ports are open, fine. Ports are intended to be open, right? Because they are serving some service, right? So if you put like even 3 hours daily for port scan, like there are 65,000 port, guys, 65,000 ports for one, what you can say, domain, you know and let's say if you have like 1,000 or let's say 10,000 domain, then you can simply multiply your time, guys. Like that is how crazy it is, and if you go that way, you will never find a bug that will pay you. Because what do you think, like those guys who are actually making millions or billions in, so forget billions, it is not possible, but those guys who are making millions in bug bounty are doing all this? No, right? So forget those millions. Like I told you, like I was making somewhere around like 50K, 60K, or maybe 100K dollars in a month, sorry, in a year. Then I was not doing all this, like I never looked for open port, you know I never did recon. I never did like this kind of information gathering, because that is not required. If you do that way, you will like end up nowhere, okay? And then some random guy will come and fire equinetics and burp suit scan and think something good will happen. No, this will not work. you know I have like been there in and out for years, and it has never helped me, okay? So I hope this has at least cleared a lot of things, and then I will jump on to what bug bounty actually is, okay? So that is what my way of methodology look like, where I don't want to like waste ton of my energy, efforts learning wrong things which automation can do, okay? So in the next slide I will tell you what exactly a bug bounty is, okay? So what is a bug bounty? Okay, so as simple as that, knowing the right bugs and amplifying them, okay? So the first thing is you should know what exactly a bug is that will pay you, and then you have to amplify it, right? Because we are here for a reason, guys, right? We are doing bug bounty to get money, as simple as that, right? Nobody is doing bug bounty for fun, right? If you are doing bug bounty, then sorry, then you are expecting some money to get back, right? And even to get a bounty, you have to understand the word bug, you know. And that is a problem. Nobody is like finding a bug. They are just running tools and then some automation and xyz stuff and thinking some magic to happen. No, it doesn't work like that, you know. And if you are just sticking around some xss or sqli injection, then that is the thing that everyone out there is doing, you know. And that is not what I do, right? And that is not even required, because if you just look at the statistics like xss and all, you can easily find it's just like one payload, guys, you know. Like I don't know those guys who are learning xss and sqli injection, like what they are gaining in life, because that is one payload, and it take hardly like 2 to 3 hours to learn xss. Okay, prove me wrong if that is not the case. It is just one payload script, alert zero script, and you can just throw it everywhere possible on the universe, and that is what you do in like finding xss, right? If it would have been that easy, then everybody would have been doing it. No, right? The secret sauce or secret ingredient which is required to actually trigger that payload is not given to you, right? So that is the thing. You don't have to worry about xss and sqli injections, because those type of bugs are most of the time already taken care by what you can say the technology or the backend infra or WAF. So you have to learn more, you know. You have to learn more, you have to upskill yourself. You don't have to worry about whatever things you are seeing on this screen, you know. Because that is the thing. If I would have been trying all this, right, which is not working for me in like first 6 months, I would be there in the same position for rest of my 6 years, you know. And thank god I just like left this thing. Okay, and after leaving this thing, now the question will come, okay, what I will look, right? So there comes the actual bug which you would be looking for. All right. So in this whole objective of me telling you all this is I have already done this, right? It is not that hard to find a bug, but the problem is if you get into all this which is not working, you know, non-proven things, you will never find a bug. Okay, and you will never scale as a pen tester or any guy out there, you know, because that is required, guys. Like if you want to scale in life, then you have to upskill yourself. Okay, so by saying all this, I will show you like how I find it. Okay, like I told you, right, I can find bug in 10 minutes, right? So it won't literally take me 10 minutes, it will just hardly take me 2 minutes to literally just test whether that bug is present or not, and then rest of the time is just around that thing, you know. So I will just go to the HackerOne site and just give you a live demo. Okay, so if you see, this is like HackerOne portal. If those guys who don't know, just don't worry about it, it's not required. I'm just showcasing the real bugs which you have to look, or maybe what I do as my methodology. Okay, just one of the bugs, guys, it's like 0.1%. Okay, so let's just go to a domain, like something which is very new. Okay, so these are domains came in, right? So also, it's not like that everyone will find this, right? No, I have already done this. If you just try it right now, definitely you will find it, because I don't do bug bounty and all, right, nowadays. So you can try it, you can give it a shot. So let's just go with this particular bug, okay, which is launched on August 2023, which is very good. Okay, so if you see, the organization name is Greenfly, you know. So if we go to the details, we will just have to get the name, you know. If you know the bug, you don't even have to worry about out of scope and xyz, because you know you have a proven bug and you just have to get the name, right? So what I will be doing is I will try to see whether the Jira endpoint is exposed for this one, you know. So I will like literally explain you how does this bug look like, so that you can actually find it. Okay, so this is like my methodology, guys, you know. And if you see, the organization name is Greenfly, and what I have to do is I will just literally replace the domain name with that. That's it, nothing else. Okay, and if you see, these are like exposed dashboard, guys. Like these are like internal dashboards which should not be there, you know. And you won't get it because you have never seen a bug in a working state. What you have seen is like theoretical part, you have learned like from ton of courses, right? But this is something organization level, you know. And this is like a professional skill set what is required to be a bug bounty hunter. If you know all this thing, then only you will find bug, right? So this dashboard whatever you are seeing is should not be there in the first place, right? If I click on something else, you can see there are some apps and all that thing. You can also find bugs there, right? But let's say not worry about it. But if you see these dashboards, without even authentication I was able to like go there, right? And that should not be happening, you know so there is one more endpoint which I usually like see for Jira, but for now this is fine. And I can simply report it, because it is publicly exposed dashboards. So all the companies which are out there have this Jira thing, and this Jira thing will actually expose because of its what you can say known bug, and that is what I look for. And this particular bug has given me like tons of dollars, you won't even imagine, you know and then I will just go to the reporting part where I will just simply select the domain, possibly the master domain all the time. And let's just select information disclosure, or you can also name it as insufficient permissions or something like that. You can just name it whatever you want, and then you can send it. Okay, so that is the thing, guys. Like, if you see, it took hardly 5 minutes to find me, and now I'm just reporting it. I can just mark it as a medium or high or whatever. So there I have to select whether I have to like manually pass it, or I have to just go via HackerOne submission. So I will just mark it whatever I want, and then I have my templates because I have my proven bugs which will pay me. So I know what I have to report, right? So I can just simply copy paste that thing here, you know and that is the beauty of mentorship. You don't have to waste your time and effort in doing the same thing again and again. If it is working for one, it will work for everyone. Okay, so as simple as that. So let's just go on to the reporting part. If you see, what I have done is I have made a report like greeting, like, and reporting is another technique, guys. Like, you have to master that skill. Like, we usually don't worry about reporting, but that is another technique. That is what how you will be showcasing them, right? That is what you have found. Then you will be telling them, okay, you have to greet them. Then you can also tell them what is the affected URL, and then you can also tell them like, hey, this is the affected URL, and then some more description around that, like what is the bug, right? So I have just kept this copy pasted because I don't usually like type everything again and again. I just have it one time, and then I will just send it another day, you know so you just have to explain them what is the bug, right? And then you just have to give it a link, like what is the vulnerable URL, right? So I'm just copying all this from my template because I have it already, right? So don't worry about it. Once you have access to this portal, or once you join this program or something like that, you will get everything, guys. Okay, because here we are learning skills which can like help us in all the possible ways, not only just like some like college student or bug bounty hunting. It's more than that. You will be learning like real life scenarios. And so this is like one of the program that paid me $1,000 for the same bug, you know so if you see, the same thing I submitted, the same bug I submitted, and it gave me $1,000, so as simple as that. So you can do the same and just get paid as simple, you know but even to do this, right, even if you watch this video and try it on your own, you might find that bug, and you might try to report it, which is really great. But sometimes you don't even know the background, and you just mess up with the report, right? So here if you see, those guys have just simply awarded me $1,000, and then the same bug I reported to another program, right? Same thing that I shown to you, right? Same URLs, the program is different, same screenshot that I attached, right? And then they gave me $100, which is fine, right? Because I am doing this for my learning purpose, right? And if you do something for learning purpose and it comes with money, it will definitely like attract you. Okay, so if you see how much time I did invested on this one, 5 minutes, right? Not even 5 minutes, right? I can literally say I just found this bug in like possibly 2 minutes or so, and then rest of the time was around reporting and explaining you what the bug is, right? So this is the thing, guys. Okay, and there is no secret gem or something like that that anyone will tell you. But even if you know a report, right, if you have seen a report working, then it is of a different story altogether. Okay, and even to find this bug, right, it doesn't happen in a day one or so, right? I was looking this from years, like I have spent like 2 to 3 months actually figuring out what kind of bugs I have to submit and all, and then I landed on this bug. So the objective of me telling you all this is, right, to analyze the time versus whatever bug you are submitting all the time. you know if it is taking like half an hour or so, it is good. If it is like taking like 20 minutes or so, it is fine. But if it's say taking like 2 hours, 3 hours, 10 hours, then it is not working, right? If it is taking you like 10 to 15 hours to find one bug which even you don't know will pay you, it is of no use, right? As simple as that. And what and why nobody tells you about this own methodology? Okay, so this is a very like good question, you can say, and trust me guys, they will never tell you, right? Because why they will tell you, right? And even just to like find that bug, right, to find their own methodology, it took them years, and you are just asking it like, can you show us? No, right? It doesn't work that way, right? There is their research, there is their, what you can say, investment of time, right? They have put their brain, burnouts, whatever comes with this bug bounty thing, they have already did, right? And then they are there, that then they are at a position where they can show you all this thing, right? And on top of it, the another good point is the secure insecurity, right? Why they will show you their bugs, right? Nobody will show you their bugs, right? Nothing is for free. So if, because the thing is, they are insecure because they don't want you guys to make money, because it's a one time report, right? Either you report it or they report it, as simple as that. So better they report it because they know the methodology, right? But as I said, if you have that insecurity in mind, and once you go beyond that point, it's like a simple delegation of pure knowledge, you know because nowadays I don't worry about this thing like what bug I submit and all, because now I have some decent clients which pay me for doing the same thing, and I can like showcase to my community and mentorship program students like what type of bug I was looking, you know so that is the beauty. Okay, so what they are doing is perfectly correct. If you're expecting some magic to happen and they will like disclose everything in front of you, if you go and ask them randomly in their inbox and all, they won't. Okay, so don't expect something like that from anyone, right? If you are a noob or you are from some college or something like that, right? And if you will be just going for like bug bounty and blah blah thing without knowing anything, then it won't work that way. Okay, nobody will actually show you their bugs, right? Unless or until you are giving something out of your pocket, right? And that is a fair ask, and I'm not against it. I'm not against any insecurity. I'm not against anyone's own methodology. I totally respect it, and that is their skill set, their methodology, their proven ask, and whatever they ask, it's fine. Okay, so that is the thing, guys. You have to always take care when you think like to gain more, right? But what you are putting in there. Okay, so that is the thing. Like, so there are like tons of bug bounty hunters, like, and those guys are doing it like with grace, and that is fine, because that is their ego, right? They have their skill set which they should be proud of. And then if you are like being a maniac or something like that and asking to just have access to everything or something like that, they won't give you, right, without any effort. But definitely in this whole program, you will have access to everything, you will learn everything. Okay, so there are 2 points that you are left with, right? So which I want to offer you. Like, what you can do is you can go alone, right? You can simply try it on your own, right? And you can try to find the bugs with yourself without any help, and you can just be a lone warrior, and you can just do it on yourself without any support or mentorship, because I did it, right? It makes sense, right? If I had done this in 7 years or so, you can also do it. As simple as that. Nothing is wrong in that. And it definitely will take some time, right? As I told, for me it took somewhere around like 9 months to actually figure out my first bug, right? So definitely you can also do it. Or the second one best option is, right, to get it right in the first place, right? To get it right in the first place from someone who is doing it from years, you know. So I have been doing it from like 7 to 8 years, you know. And if you want that mentorship, like you can do the thing right in the first go, then definitely you are all welcome, you know. And on top of it, you will get a 24 into 7 support system, right? Definitely, which is something which nobody will offer. Okay. And that support system will actually help you not to do non-required things. Okay, you will be laid down in a proper road which you have to follow. Okay, so which one will you prefer, right? So just type all the questions or just type all the options with one or two, and then we will see which one will you prefer. Okay. So two, 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 two. Okay. So tons of two. Okay. Yeah, as expected, because nobody wants to just waste their time, right? Nobody just wants to like put like years learning the right thing when you can simply do it in a month or so, right? And I appreciate it because that is fine, because that is how you learn things. That is the power of mentorship, right? So if you really want to do that thing, I really respect that you choose the option 2 and which you feel is really good. Okay, so I have been doing this from years and have trained like multiple students, you know. And the students who have done all this successfully has one thing in common, right? One thing in common, you know. So those who has done this were a part of this get paying bugs program, where you can literally cut that gap, you know, like where you can literally cut that gap of learning like the right skill set which is required by an organization, you know. And not only just bug bounty, it will help you in like even your pen testing jobs, or even like if you are a cybersecurity researcher or something like that, it will help you define your own methodology, and it will literally pay you, as simple as that. So once you join this program, it will be like a cakewalk for you. So that is the beauty, right? You will get to learn tons of stuff that nobody will actually show you out there. And if you see the screenshot that I have added, like some of the students have seen the results in a week or so, you know, because that program is designed that way, right? It is like an organization level or the professional level. It is not like anyone who is teaching you XSS and do go and find yourself. No, it is not like that. So even like students have made like tons of money out of it already, which is like their way of learning, and I totally respect it. But they are gaining something real values, you know. They are gaining something real which is required by an organization. So what you will learn in this whole mentorship program, that might be your next question, right? So I have divided this thing in 6 different parts, and not only these 6, like there is like ton of other things that you will be getting, right? But the first thing is the mindset. Okay, so the first and the basic fundamental of being a good cybersecurity researcher or a bug bounty hunter or a pen tester, you know, that mindset is required first to actually get something out of cybersec journey, you know. And it's not limited to bug bounty and earning like $3,000. No, you have to scale from that to actually get somewhere around like 10k, 20k, or 30k thousand dollars in a month or so. Okay, so that mindset and foundation we will lay off for you. And then there is like targeting and deciding your own bugs, because a bug that might not be something that you will be liking, right? Because I never look for XSS and SQLi injection, and never look for bugs which automation can find. So that is the beauty. You won't be learning something which is out there already. You won't be learning which is like automation. You will be having your own dedicated path and bug set which you will be looking for, right? And then on top of it, I am there to show you my methodology, you know. Like this proven methodology which took me like 8 years to refine, I will literally show you, right, how I can do it. And on top of you, I will show you what exactly bugs I submit and how you can find them and how you can get paid out of it, you know. And it's not like limited to that, it's like more than that, you know. Like you will have access to Zoom calls. You will be seeing how you can scale from there, where position you are, and how you can like future proof your cybersec journey. you know like nobody nowadays talks about AI and automation. So AI is also there. You have to attack AI, you have to learn AI, you have to like find bugs in AI. And how you will do it? If you follow some random course from Udemy, it won't help you. There is no course around that, right? So this whole thing you will learn, and on top of it you will have access to my scripts, methodology, my box, my inbox, everything. Okay, so don't worry about it. You will get to access my report templates. You will get what methodologies I took to find bugs, what type of bugs I look, right? You will get access to what automation scripts I have already done, and on top of it I will actually show you how you can define your own path and how you can design your own scripts, and that is the best part. And then how you can scale as a bug bounty hunter. Bug bounty hunting is just a means. Okay, it's not like you have to be a bug bounty hunter. You have to be a cybersecurity researcher, and then you are a bug bounty hunter. Okay, the bounty will automatically come if you learn the right things. Okay, so and then you will have access to all my automation content, right? And this is like at what cost, right? This, you will be having access to everything and some professional who is guiding you. you know it's, I'm not like any other mentor out there who will just like throw some random content or to you and then go away. No, I take the responsibility of whatever content I show. you know and that's the reason I don't throw all this shit on YouTube or something like that. You will find this thing only to those students who are with me and those who are willing to learn, you know because that is how everybody learn. Okay, and then that is how you make some decent amount of money in bug bounty. Okay, so the whole ecosystem is there for supporting you. Once you get the access to Facebook group and the Zoom calls, the whole like-minded people is there to support you, right? Forget like me being a mentor. There are like ton of other guys who are there to actually groom you, and that is how you grow. Okay, and these are like internal sessions where you will learn like ton of bugs like cloud security, right? Like organization level bugs. What does it require to take a good bug bounty hunter? How you can target like third party integration, APIs, you name it, everything is there. Because that is the power of mentorship program, because I can update the content anytime, right? Because as I told, right, it's not a course, it's something which I handle, and I can literally update the content. Because if something is new that you should be aware of, you will only get in mentorship program, not in some random course. Okay, so what is the agenda? The agenda of this whole thing is to you have your own proven bugs and methodology where which can pay you, right? And then how you can like showing you the right methodology which I do, which pays me. And then how you can write a report. I will be there to review your report, right? And I will be there to like guide you one on one. Like there are one on one mentorship calls like twice a week, and I'm there for you guys. And then I will help you to reach at least this 3000 mark, right? Till you make $3000 per month. And the best thing that you will be getting is you will be preventing yourself from the false knowledge. Okay, once you know what is working, then you can simply scale, right? From 3000 to $10,000, I'm there to help you. Okay, and then on top of it, as I told, right, I will be keeping you updated with the new bugs. Whatever research I do, I share with my community first, and then they try to find the bugs, right, around that. And the methodology which I took to find that, it's all shared internally. Okay, so as simple as that. Don't worry about anything out there, right? I'm there to help you. Okay, so this is what you will be getting out of this whole mentorship program. Okay, and how much it will cost you. Okay, that is the second thing, right? So if you see, this whole mentorship program will cost you like somewhere around this, and that is not the value of this. Don't worry about it. Okay, so if you think, right, if I provide someone a bug bounty coaching or this program access, I will charge them around somewhere around $697. Okay, and then if you go on like weekly Zoom calls with me without wasting my time, and then I will like charge you somewhere around $997, because I am putting some time, effort, right, which I have gained from years in this one. And if you really want to get access to the community where all the like-minded person are there and nobody from outside will be there, then I will charge somewhere around $497, right? And on top of it, access to these reports and templates which are like $1 million report, you know, like I have like literally made money out of those reports, and if you want to access that, I will simply charge you like $497, let's say. Okay, where I will be like sharing my scripts, reports, automation, everything that I have done so far, right? So if you see, all this comes around $2,668, right? And but the thing is, $2,668, what you are seeing on your screen, is the worth of it, right? Is the worth of it. And so imagine, like, you are giving like, I'm giving like 24 hours access to hundreds of people, right, who have already done it. So what do you think, is it worth it, right? So it's the exact same steps which I took to be a good bug bounty hunter and make somewhere around like $3,000 to $10,000 per month, right? Per month. So do you think that is worth it, right? And on top of it, if this is something which will save you 9 to 10 months of finding the right track, you know, just finding the right track, so do you think that dollar is worth the investment, right? So on top of it, it will help you land the bugs which can scale you from like $0 now, or maybe you are at some position maybe like making $1,000 to somewhere around 100K year, you know. And do you think this whole mentorship program is worth it, that dollars, right? And on top of it, if you are already in some organization, or if you are already making some decent amount of money, then would it be worth it, right? So you can see why this whole thing is a good deal even in $2,668, because there is a professional, or what you can say, community, or you can say internal access, everything that is given to you, right? So let's just simple say it is like $2,668, right? But as you guys sat entire this presentation, right, so that means you guys are serious, you know. And that is what I wanted to know, right? So I want to make it very easy for you, right? So I am going to make another one time very special offer for you. Like, if i I had two choices, right? If I had two choices, either I can make this very very cheap so that everyone can access it, right? Or I can charge a bit so that I can give more attention, you know. So if I go with the first option, then everyone will have an access, right? But the problem here is, it doesn't guarantee that I can like focus on everyone, you know, because when it comes with free, then you know, like, even if someone is interested or not, he will just register and join, as simple as that. But the second option is, if I charge it, right, a bit more, so that I can give a proper attention, and it will be beneficial for both of us, right? For you as well as me, because I get a serious audience there, and you get a proper assistance there, right? Because these audience I know will put some effort and come out with something new, which can definitely enhance your skills as well as my skills, right? So today I'll be going to like make a one-time offer for you guys. You can get it like for $647, just so that I can make it as low as humanly possible, you know. So whatever number that you saw, like $2,688, don't worry about this. You can get it at like $647, you know. And you can eventually land on like 100K or 200K dollars or whatever, once you start with bug bounty, you are gaining some more money. Okay, so if you really want to enroll in this mentorship program, if you really want to get started in this mentorship program, you can click on the link below, okay, or get started. And there are like some special discounts and offer that is running all the time, you know. So you can just simply message me if something is like not budget friendly for you or something like that, so that I can literally offer you the right, what you can say, the offering at that particular time, and you can just help yourself enrolling in the program, you know. So down below there are two buttons. One is like schedule my free call, and other is like access free training. If you have some more detailed knowledge, or if you want to know something more about it, you can simply schedule a call, or you can simply just click on the other button, which is access free training. You just want to get a gist how this does this look like. But it all depends on how much effort you put in and what kind of invites or whatever you are getting it out of it. Okay, so I can surely say that okay, making money is simple with the right mindset and right mentorship. Okay, and if you are like willing to put some extra effort, I am there for you. Okay, so let me just go to the Q&A session and just take few questions. So the first question is like, you do I need to pay some more money after getting the course? No, you don't have to pay anything once you enroll in the course. Okay, so the next question is, how much time do I need to dedicate to the course? So the thing is, for this mentorship program, you have to at least put like, if you are persistent, right, if you are persistent like 1 hour daily, definitely you can be in a position where I am in, and it will really reflect in the like in a week or so, you know. So that is the thing, if you can put an hour daily, it is for you. Okay, and then you will be like climbing that ladder. Once you put 1 hour, then that is the thing. Okay, so the next question is this right for me? Okay, so I would wonder not why, you know, and I would wonder like why even this course like question arise, right? Because this is something you won't have to think about, right? This is the ladder of cybersecurity, this is the ladder of an organization level, this is the ladder of increasing your professionalism in cybersecurity, right? This is the ladder where you can actually earn money while you learn cybersecurity. Okay, and that is it, right? Nobody out there will provide you this kind of information, and nobody will actually share you this kind of detailing, right? So this is for all those who really want to upskill in cybersec. So definitely you don't have to think anything else, you know. And if you have any questions, you know, if you have any questions, you can simply drop me an email at this my particular email id. So this is my personal one. Okay, and also you can just reach out to me via Instagram, or you can just click on the link below where you can see two big buttons of schedule my free call, right? So you can also just schedule a free call, right? You can ask whatever you want, right? Or you can just simply get started, you can just DM me, you have my WhatsApp number on this whole website as well. Okay guys, so I think it's like time for wrap this up, and see you on the other side, and take care, bye.